Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Amia. In this episode, we're gonna get our hands dirty and get started with AWS. We're gonna register a free tier AWS account with basic support plan. Set up basic security such as multi-factor authentication, MFA, and enforce strong password for root user. We're gonna create an IAM user. Finally, we're gonna set up a billing alarm for your AWS usage. To set up MFA, you need to download Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator app. Okay, we're on the aws.amazon.com website right now. The first thing we're gonna do is creating a free tier account. So let's hit the create button here. It'll take you to the sign up page and ask you to enter the email, password, and account name of the root account. The account name should be something meaningful for you or your organization. Once you've completed, hit the continue button. You can sign up as a personal account, or as a professional account if you have a business. You need to enter the company name and detail for the professional account. Once you've completed, hit create account and continue button. AWS uses credit card information to verify your identity and charge you if you exceed the free tier usage limits. You won't be charged if you're under the free limits. You need to verify the phone number and identity before you continue. You can choose one of 4 AWS support plans. The basic plan is within the free tier. The developer plan will cost you a minimum of $29 per month. The business plan will cost you a minimum of $100 per month. The enterprise plan will cost you a minimum of $15,000 per month. Each plan comes with different level of support. For now, let's choose the basic support plan. Okay, congratulations guys. We've just successfully signed up a new AWS account. Now, let's sign into the AWS console and take a look. When you sign into AWS console for the first time, you need to use the root user email address. The root user was created when we create the AWS account. There is only one root user in each AWS account. It's the super user with the highest privilege. AWS recommends always using IAM users for development and operations. We will talk about it in a minute. Because we haven't created an IAM user yet, let's use the root user for now. Go ahead and hit the next button. We've signed into the AWS console. Let's have a look around. The first thing I want to show you is, under the Account tab, there are a few options to help you set account, billing, and security. I'm currently in the US East 1 Northern Virginia region. Here's a drop-down of all the regions. Usually, new AWS services are introduced to this region first. Let's stick with the US East 1 region for now. To unlock the new regions, you need to go to the My Account page. You can enable or disable any regions on My Account page under the AWS Regions tab. At the moment, Bahrain, Cape Town, Hong Kong, and Milan regions are disabled. Let's go ahead and enable them. The next thing I want to show you is AWS support. As we have the basic support plan, we can access the support center, forums, documentations, and other resources. Under the Services drop-down, you can find all the AWS services. Please note that some services are only available in certain regions. At the moment there are over 170 AWS services under various categories. For example, under Compute, we have EC2, Lambda, and Elastic Beanstalk. Under Storage, we have S3, EFS, and S3 Glacier. Under Database, we have RDS, DynamoDB, and Elasticache. You can also type the service name in the search box to quickly find any service. Next, we're going to go to the Identity and Access Management page, IAM, and set up the basic security for our AWS account. Here we are on the IAM page. Our goal is to update the security settings for all the warning under security status. First, we're going to set up Multi-Factor Authentication, MFA, for the root user. MFA is on the Security Credentials page on IAM console. You can also go to this page under the Account drop-down menu. Let's go ahead and activate MFA. You can choose the virtual MFA device, U2F security key, or other hardware MFA device. Let's choose the virtual MFA device using a mobile authenticator app. When you set up virtual MFA, you need to use Authenticator app to scan the QR code. For the security best practice, never show the QR code to any unintended person. After scanning the QR code, you need to enter the MFA code displayed on the Authenticator app twice. The MFA code refreshes every 30 seconds. We've successfully set up the MFA for the root user. Let's go back to the IAM console dashboard. Next, we're gonna update the IAM sign-in link using account alias. The account alias must be unique across all AWS accounts. We've added the account alias. When we signed up the AWS account, we've created a root user with full access to all AWS services. The root user has the highest privilege. For the security best practices, you should only use your root user for account-level operations, such as updating AWS account settings, changing AWS support plans, restore or revoking IAM administrator permissions. AWS recommends you to create IAM users with respective permissions. Always follow the least privilege principle, only assign the least permissions required for certain tasks. Let's go ahead and create our first IAM user. You can add, delete, or manage users on the Users page on IAM console. We don't have any IAM users yet. Click Add User and create a new IAM user now. You can add up to 10 users at once. Usernames can be a combination of letters, digits, and some special characters. It shouldn't contain any space characters. Usernames must be unique within your AWS account. It's not case sensitive. We're enabling the programmatic access with Access Key ID and Secret Access Key for API, CLI, SDK, and other development tools. We also need to access the AWS console with username and password. We require the new user to change the password at the first sign-in. The IAM user changed password policy will be automatically assigned to the new user. Next, we're gonna assign the administrator permission to the user. For the security best practice, AWS recommends you to add the user to user groups and assign group permissions, instead of assigning any permissions to the user directly. Let's create an admin user group. We call this group admin group and attach the administrator access policy to the group. The administrator access policy will give this group full access permission to AWS services and resources. It's a very powerful policy. Next, we're gonna add tags for the user. IAM tags are key value pairs that can be used to track and control user access. You can associate information such as name, contact, and job title as tags to the user. Next, review the user details before we create the new user. Everything looks fine. Let's create the user. We've successfully created a new user and security credentials. You can email the login instruction to the IAM user. You can view the access key ID and secret access key for programmatic access and download them as a CSV file. The access key ID is a public key. The secret access key is a private key. This is the only chance you can see the secret access key associated with the access key ID. Please save the security credentials in a safe location. Never share the security credentials with anyone. In case if your secret access key is compromised, you can always deactivate or delete the old access keys, and create a new access key ID and secret access key. On the Users page, click on the user and go to the User Summary page. Under the Security Credentials tab, find the access keys you want to deactivate. You can make them inactive or delete them. Let's delete the old access keys and create new ones. The secret access key is only available at the time of creation. You should always store it securely. As a best practice, AWS recommends frequent key rotation. The last security setting is to set up a strong password policy. Let's go to the Account Settings page. A password policy is a set of rules that define the type of password an IAM user can set. On the Account Settings page, click on the Set Password Policy button. We're gonna enforce the minimum password length to 12 characters, and require at least one uppercase, lowercase, number, and special characters. We also allow IAM users to change their own passwords. Now we've successfully set up the basic security for the AWS account. Next, we're going to log in with the IAM user, update the billing preference, and create a billing alarm for AWS usage. There is one more step you need to do before updating the billing preference with the IAM user. On My Account page, under the IAM User and role access to billing information, check the Activate IAM Access and Update. Now we're able to access the billing information with IAM users. Let's log out the root user and re-log in with the IAM user that we've just created. We need to enter the 12 digits account ID or account alias. Click Next. Now we can sign in with username and password of the IAM user. Remember, we have required the IAM user to change the password at the first sign-in. Let's change the password and continue signing in. We've successfully signed in as the IAM user. We're going to set up the billing preference and billing alarm. First, let's go to the billing dashboard. On the billing dashboard, click on the billing preferences link. In order to set up the billing alarm on CloudWatch, first you need to enable the billing alert, so CloudWatch can monitor your AWS cost and usage. On the billing preferences page, check Receive PDF invoice by email and receive free tier usage alerts, and enter the email address. Check Received billing alerts. We have previously enabled this preference. Once it's enabled, you can't disable it. Click on Save Preferences. We have enabled the billing alerts. You might see the warning information saying that you need permissions on the billing dashboard. Make sure the AWS account allows IAM users to access billing information and assign the required permissions to the IAM user. If you already have the required permissions and still see this warning, you need to enable IAM users to access billing information on the root account. This issue has been brought up from time to time. It's not very well documented. However, there is an AWS blog post you can have a read. To allow IAM users to access billing information, log in as the root user, and go to My Account page. Under the IAM user and role access to billing information, check Activate IAM Access and Update. It's all set now. Let's refresh the billing dashboard where we've signed in as the IAM user. We're able to see the billing information with the IAM user now. Now we can go to CloudWatch and create a billing alarm. Under the Services menu drop-down, type CloudWatch on the search box and click on the CloudWatch link. CloudWatch is a place where you can gather and monitor operational data, such as logs, metrics, and events for AWS resources and applications. You can set alarms based on various metrics, such as the billing alarm based on AWS usage. We're now on the CloudWatch Management Console. Let's go to the CloudWatch Billing Alarms page. Click Billing under Alarms on the side menu. Billing on CloudWatch is global for all regions. However, data are stored in the US East 1 Northern Virginia region. If you see the dialog asking you to switch region, it means you're in a different region. Simply switch to the US East 1 region. You'll see all the billing data. We're now on the billing page of the CloudWatch console. As part of AWS free tier, you get 10 free alarms and 1,000 free email notifications per month. We haven't set up any billing alarm yet. This table looks empty. Let's click on the Create Alarm button in the middle and create our first billing alarm. On the Create Alarm screen, AWS has already set the predefined metric name estimated charges for us. We keep the other options as default. In case if you click the Create Alarm button on the top right corner, the setup screen might look different. It's no longer showing the predefined metric here. You need to select the metric first. On the Select Metric window, click on the Billing option and then click on the Total Estimated Charge. Choose currency as USD and metric name as Estimated Charges. Click on the Select Metric button. We've manually defined the metric for the billing alarm. For the alarm conditions, we're going to set the threshold type to static and threshold value to $100. Whenever the estimated charges is greater than $100, we'll receive a billing alarm. Next, we're going to configure alarm actions. It's common to use CloudWatch alarms for notification, auto-scaling action, and easy to action. We only need the notification for the billing alarm. There are 3 alarm states options to trigger the alarm notification: in alarm, OK, and insufficient data. Choose the in alarm option for the alarm state trigger. Next, we're going to create an SNS topic for the alarm notification. SNS is AWS Simple Notification Service. You can create a default SNS topic for CloudWatch alarms on the alarm screen. You need to add an email subscription endpoint and click on the Create Topic button. Whenever the estimated charge is over $100, we'll receive an email. You can click on the Add Notification button to add more than one notification triggered by different alarm states. We only need one notification for now. Click Next. We set the alarm name to Billing Alarm. Click Next and preview the settings. The red line on the graph is the threshold we've set. Whenever the estimated charges is above the red line, we'll receive an alarm notification. It looks all good. Click on the Create Alarm button. We have successfully created a billing alarm. Immediately after you've created a billing alarm, it's going to show insufficient data for the alarm state. It'll take a few minutes to update the state. The alarm state is showing OK now, as we haven't exceeded the alarm threshold. In order to receive email notifications, you need to confirm the subscription of the SNS topic. We've received a confirmation email from the SNS topic, asking to confirm the subscription. Once we've confirmed the email address, it's all set. You can click on the billing alarm to see the alarm details. This graph showing the detail of the estimated charges. It looks empty right now, as the AWS usage on this account is quite low. You can scroll down and see the alarm actions and history. We've also created an SNS topic to send the alarm notification. Let's go to the Simple Notification Service and take a look. Amazon Simple Notification Service is a highly available, durable, and secure pub/sub messaging service where you can publish topics to various subscription endpoints. These endpoints can be emails, text messages, and mobile push notifications. As you can see, a default alarm topic has been created. We have one email address subscribed to the topic. In this episode, we've created an AWS root account, set the multi-factor authentication, and strong password policy. We've created an IAM user and admin group. We've attached the administrator access policy to the group. We've logged in as IAM user and created the billing alarm with CloudWatch, and created an SNS topic for alarm notifications. Okay, that's all for the AWS Intro Lab. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. If you liked the video, please help us and hit the like button. If you want to watch more tutorials, please subscribe to the Cloudemy TV channel. Make sure to turn on the notification and stay tuned. At Cloudemy, we're passionate about cloud and AI technology. Please share your feedback and thoughts in the comments below. Feel free to let us know what topics you'd like to watch. Happy watching and happy learning.